I know. You guys are probably thinking, man, what does this kid have now? Well, I have a little bit of a special review. This is the E-flite Blade, mSR. The M, of course, stands for micro. This is the micro version of the SR. The SR is usually about, I believe it's 25 inches long. So what makes this one special is that it's a single rotor instead of a coaxial rotor. In case if you don't know what a coaxial rotor is, it means that there's one clockwise spinning blade, and clockwise one is usually on the bottom, and there's another blade on top that spins counterclockwise. So what that does is help counteract the torque of having just one propeller, because when you have just one single one spinning around, it causes torque in that direction. And that's the reason why you have a tail rotor on an actual helicopter and on a radio controlled one like this one. So this is a 4-channel helicopter. The only thing it's missing is collective of the blades, and when you have collective, you get into 6-channel radios at minimum in order to operate it, because typically you have collective on the main rotor blades and you have collective on the tail rotor. So anyways, yeah, like I said, single blade. It's got the semi-free floated blades. They're not like how my Seamas are, but still pretty cool. It's got a full swash plate, and I don't know if you can see that right there. Here's the swash plate, here's the bell housing, or this is actually the bell housing, and this is what connects the balance bar to the swash plate, to the shaft, to the pinion on the motor. So basically how this works is a servo on the board, which is, I'll show you that here in a minute, moves the swash plate on one of these arms in one direction. So right there, and it'll move it up or down, and that changes the pitch of the swash plate. The swash plate's free floating, and when that happens, whenever it changes the pitch of that, it actually, I'm trying to remember, it actually kind of in a way adjusts the pitch of the balance bar, and what that does is that adjusts the pitch of the blades ever so slightly. So anyways, what happens when that swash plate happens is you'll have it in hover, and then when you dip the swash plate forward, that alters this whole assembly forward slightly, and that's pushing air at an angle like this, so it gives it more forward thrust. And this thing's fast, so it has quite a bit of an angle on that. And I believe this one, the roll is controlled by the swash plate, and that's where one side dips down to the side, and that's what causes it to roll like this. Pitch is controlled by the swash plate. Yaw is controlled by the tail rotor, causes that movement. So, and throttle, of course, is the elevation. So yeah, let me take the body off. I already kind of took it off earlier, so I can get into here easier for this video. Okay, here it is with the body off. Here's the main board, and basically there's just a small little connector. Let me move my mouse, give me a little bit more light. There is this connector from the board to the main motor. Main motor is this little silver metallic, well, of course there's metal, it's a brushless. Here's the pinion on the bottom, here's the main drive gear. Oops, dropped my pointer, which is my pen. Oops, sorry again. This is a servo. It's kind of interesting, there's a little motor. Whenever that rotates, it turns a little gear which drives this little bar up and down, because this bar is riding on a rail, and there's a worm gear in there, and it drives it up or it drives it down depending on the direction. So there's one servo on one side for this part of the swash plate, and there's another servo on this side. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not really looking through my camera for this one. So here's the antenna. It's not very long. I believe it goes down the boom though. So, and there is also wires, of course, that control the rear rudder. So anyways, this is pretty much the brains. This is the receiver. This also tells the signal and the battery. Basically the signal gets received, and it tells it how much power to give to certain areas depending on certain controls. It's pretty simple. So yeah, anyways, can you believe this board alone is $60? Jesus. So, but what he bought it for is because he has the NCX2. He bought it for the charger, and the charger is actually $50, and this thing's only $80 since this one's a B&F. So yeah, basically we got a $30 helicopter. So it's really cool. If you guys can rate, comment, subscribe, that'd be cool. I appreciate getting comments and letting me know you guys are watching my videos. And yeah, I'll be doing more flying videos of this thing. This thing can handle outside because it is just a single rotor. So yep, alright, well, laters.